Have you ever noticed that as the years go by, your desire to be around certain people just fades? Maybe there was a time when you loved gatherings, parties, or long phone calls. But now, you find peace in quiet afternoons, simple routines, or your own company. If that sounds like you, don't worry. You're not alone. As we grow older, many of us start to step away from certain people or social circles, not because we're angry or bitter, but because we begin to understand something very important. Our time, energy, and peace of mind are precious. In this video, we'll explore 7 honest reasons why many people, especially after 70, begin to distance themselves from others. By the end, you might feel more confident and at ease with the changes you've noticed in yourself. So, let's begin. Number 1. You're tired of meaningless conversations. When we're younger, we often engage in small talk. We talk about the weather, the latest news, or what someone wore to a party. It's how we pass the time. But over the years, after living through joys, losses, and lessons, you start craving something more. Depth. You want conversations that matter. Ones that make you think or feel something real. Talking about gossip or other people's business just doesn't interest you anymore. You'd rather talk about life, memories, faith, love, or the things you've learned through the years. And if no one wants to have those kinds of conversations, then silence becomes more comforting than chatter. You're not being rude, you're being real. Number 2. You've learned not everyone deserves your energy. There was a time when you'd stretch yourself thin for others. You'd listen, help, give your time, often without getting anything in return. But as you get older, you begin to understand something powerful. You don't have to keep people in your life who make you feel used, unheard, or unimportant. You've spent decades caring for others. Now, it's time to care for yourself too. It's okay to say no. It's okay to walk away from draining people. It's not selfish, it's self-respect. Number 3, you've stopped pretending. In the past, you might have smiled through conversations you didn't enjoy or spent time with people who didn't really understand you, just to keep the peace. But now, you've stopped faking it. You've stopped forcing laughter or pretending to care about things that don't matter to you. You've learned that being honest with yourself is more important than pleasing others, and that's a sign of emotional growth. Number 4. You've outgrown one-sided relationships. Think back. How many times have you reached out to check on someone, and they never did the same for you? How many people only call when they need something? You used to chase those relationships. Now you don't. You've learned that true connection goes both ways. You give love, kindness, and attention, and you deserve the same in return. If someone isn't willing to meet you halfway, you simply let them go, with peace. Number 5. You enjoy your own company. In your younger years, being alone might have felt lonely, but now it feels peaceful. You've come to enjoy quiet mornings, slow afternoons, and time spent doing what you love. Maybe it's reading, gardening, sitting by the window with a cup of tea. You no longer feel the need to be around people all the time, because you've realized something. Your own company is enough. You feel calm, grounded, and free when you're alone. And that's a beautiful thing. Number 6. You protect your peace. You've lived through chaos, conflict, and stress. You've seen the highs and the lows of life. Now, more than anything, you want peace. So when someone brings drama or negativity into your life, you step back. You don't argue. You don't try to change them. You simply choose peace over problems. That's wisdom. You're no longer interested in being right. You're interested in being well. Number 7. You no longer need approval from others. There was a time when you worried what others thought of you. Did they like you? Did they agree with you? Were you doing what was expected? But now, you've let that go. You wear what you want, say what you feel, and make decisions based on your own values, not someone else's opinion. You've realized that the only person who needs to approve of your life is you. That freedom is priceless. Number 8. You value quality over quantity in relationships. When you were younger, you may have had a large circle of friends. You might have gone to many events, kept in touch with old classmates, neighbors, coworkers, and even distant relatives. But over time, you've likely noticed something. A few close, genuine relationships are worth more than a crowd of shallow ones. Now, you want real connections. People who truly care. Friends who listen, support, and bring joy, not just show up out of habit or convenience. You don't need a packed calendar or constant messages to feel loved. All you need is a few hearts that truly understand yours. Number 9. You're no longer afraid to let go. In the past, it was hard to walk away from friendships, even the ones that didn't feel good anymore. You didn't want to hurt feelings, burn bridges, or be seen as unkind. But now, you understand that letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about yourself to stop holding on to things that weigh you down. You've learned that not all relationships are meant to last forever. Some were for a season, some for a lesson, and some just naturally fade away. You let them go, not with anger, but with peace. Number 10. You see through people more clearly. As you grow older, your ability to read people sharpens. You've seen enough in life to recognize when someone is being fake, selfish, or manipulative. You can feel it in their tone, their eyes, or the way they speak. You no longer ignore red flags. You no longer give the benefit of the doubt over and over again. You trust your instincts now. And when someone's energy feels off, you quietly step away. Not with a fight, not with drama, just with wisdom. Number 11. You've stopped trying to fix everyone. For years, you may have been the fixer, the helper, the listener, the one who always wanted to solve problems and keep the peace. But as time goes on, you realize something. You can't fix people who don't want to change. You can't carry everyone else's weight. You can care deeply for others, but still understand that their choices are not your responsibility. Now, you support where you can, and you step back when you need to. You've learned that your own peace of mind matters just as much as anyone else's. Number 12. You protect your emotional space. Just like your home has a door, your heart and mind have boundaries too. You no longer allow just anyone to enter your emotional space. If someone constantly complains, criticizes, or brings negativity, you create distance, not because you don't care, but because you care enough about your own emotional health to set limits. You've learned that peace isn't just about avoiding loud arguments. It's about protecting your spirit from quiet drains. Number 13. You focus more on what truly matters. After 70, your priorities shift. You no longer chase things that used to seem important. Status, approval, being right, or fitting in. You focus on the things that actually matter. Health, love, peace, faith, joy, and memories. You appreciate small moments more. A warm cup of tea, a favorite song, a walk in the sun, a kind word. You stop rushing. You stop comparing. You live with more gratitude and presence. And that shift in focus changes everything. Number 14. You understand that peace is the new success. There was a time when success was defined by how much you had, how busy you were, or how much you achieved. But now, you see success differently. To you, success is a quiet day without stress. A phone call from someone who truly cares. A body that still moves. A mind that still thinks. A heart that still feels. Success is waking up in the morning and feeling at peace with your life. No pressure, no pretending, just simple, honest living. That kind of success, it can't be bought. And it's worth more than anything money can give. So if you found yourself pulling away from certain people, if you prefer quiet evenings over loud crowds, if you no longer feel the need to explain yourself to others, know this: it's not a problem. It's a sign of growth. You've learned to value your time, protect your energy, and listen to your inner voice. That's not isolation. It's maturity. You've earned the right to choose peace over pressure. You've earned the right to live the rest of your life in a way that feels true to you. So, what about you? Have you noticed any of these changes in yourself? Which one speaks to your heart the most? Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Thank you for spending this time with us. Until next time, take care of your heart, your peace, and your beautiful, wise soul. Would you like me to turn this into a printable script or format it for a voiceover read?